Hello and welcome, kids, to your SST classes of grade 5th. And as you all know, now the summer vacation is going to be over very soon. And we have to stick to our, again, the normal routine, that is to the study routine. So, in your SST syllabus for UT1, you already have studied the previous three chapters. For the next term exams, we will start with the chapter 4, that is coming in unit 2, the habitats and people. Habitat means the place where some people live, they flourish, they reproduce. Matlab, that is their native place. And what kind of people are living in those habitats. Habitat simply means the living place of people. Okay, so this is our chapter 4, and now I will be moving forward with this lesson. Okay, so in this chapter we have to study about the land of dense forests, the Democratic Republic of Congo. So the Democratic Republic of Congo, in short it is also known as DRC. Okay, DRC. So it is, as you can see, the introduction is like that. It is the land of dense forest. Dense means very severe, very जो बहुत हिंदी में हम कहते हैं बहुत घने जंगल. Okay, where there are so many trees and so many plants and different kinds of animals are also found in that kind of forest. So it is known as dense forest. So the Democratic Republic of Congo, one of the things which we are coming to know, that it is the land of dense forest. So now let's study that where this place is located, and what are its special features. The regions around the equator experience hot and wet climate throughout the year. Now you all must be very well knowing what is equator. Equator is the longest parallel that divides the earth into two equal halves, that is the northern and southern hemispheres, and it is visible in this map also. You can see the equatorial line, it is the middle line, it is the largest parallel which is dividing the complete earth into two equal halves. The upper half is known as northern hemisphere, the lower half it is known as southern hemisphere. Okay, so it is the longest parallel. It is an imaginary line, obviously. So it is the equatorial line. Sometimes it is called as equatorial line also. Now the regions around the equator. Regions means the places, the continents, the countries which are near the equatorial line, which are situated near the equator. They experience hot and wet climate throughout the year. Experience means वहाँ पर होते हैं, they face. Which kind of climate? The climate is hot, it is very much hot there, and wet also, and it is humidity type of, जो हम हिंदी में अपने कहते हैं उमस वाली गर्मी, and like that there is so much humidity in the atmosphere. So humid, hot and wet or hot and humid climate throughout the year means complete the year. It results in a great biodiversity in the region. So due to this kind of climate, hot and wet climate, what happens? There is a great biodiversity. Now what is biodiversity? Biodiversity means in these type of regions there are lots of different kinds of trees, plants, animals, species are found. So that makes the biodiversity. Okay. Let us know more about this region by considering the example of the Democratic Republic of Congo, earlier called Zaire. So what was the earlier name of this DRC? It was earlier called Zaire, but now it is known as the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is its new name. So about the equatorial region, this is a common fact that the equatorial region have a hot and wet climate throughout the year. And because of that, there is a great biodiversity. So we are going to study particularly about Democratic Republic of Congo in this chapter. Okay. And this Democratic Republic of Congo, it is situated in the African continent. Okay. This is the African continent and this is the DRC. Now the next topic is location. Location means where it is located, where it is placed. the Democratic Republic of Congo is located on the western side of the Africa continent. Now you all must be knowing there are four directions which we can denote on the map. This is the north, this is the south direction, this is the east, this is the west. Now if I talk about this map, so this portion, this upper portion is the north side, this lower portion, it is the south side, south part, this is the western region, and this side is the eastern region. Now where is this DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, is located? It is located on the western side of the Africa continent. This is the Africa continent, and now this DRC, it is located on the western side. This is the western side of the Africa continent. If we talk about Africa continent, this is the southern side, this is the eastern side, this is the western, and this is the northern. So DRC is located in the western side of the Africa continent. Equator passes through the northern part of this country. Now equator passes through the northern part of this country. This particular country we are talking about, we can see the equatorial line, it is passing through the little bit of northern side of this country. Okay, equator is passing through the northern side of this country. If this is the country, now we can see if this is the country and we are denoting the direction, so the equatorial region is more likely to be situated in the northern part. Okay, so that's why it is written equator passes through the northern part of this country. It is surrounded by Congo on the west, and this Democratic Republic of Congo, it is surrounded by the Congo on the west. This is the western part, so it is here the Congo is situated. Central African Republic and Sudan on the north. Now these are the name of some of the regions, some of the places. Central African Republic and Sudan on the north, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi and Tanzania on the east, and Zambia and Angola towards the south. Locate these countries on the map of Africa continent. Okay, now this we are talking about this DRC, and these names which are given, Central African Republic and Sudan, these are the name of different countries which are situated in this African continent. Okay, so by studying this map, you will be able to locate all these different countries on the map of Africa, because their placement is already given that Congo is situated on the west, Central African Republic and Sudan on the north, it must be in the northern side, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi and Tanzania on the east, this will be the eastern side, so these countries will be found on this side, and Zambia and Angola towards the south, and this Zambia and Angola, we will found on the south side of this African continent. Now locate these countries on the map of Africa continent. You can locate these countries easily on the map of Africa continent in your map book. Okay. Now the next line is, Zaire is a big and important river in the world. Now in this DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, one river flows, that is the Zaire. It is a very big river and very important river also in the world. A major part of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, lies in the basin of Zaire River. So this Zaire River plays a very important role in the life of the people of this DRC, because most of the Democratic Republic of Congo region, it lies besides the basin of Zaire River. नदी की जो घाटी होती है, जो नदी के पास जो चीजें बसी होती हैं, that is known as basin of Zaire River. Okay, so this DRC, it lies in the basin of Zaire River. Zaire River, which is also known as Congo River, is the second largest river in Africa. Now this Zaire River, it has got one more name, that is the Congo River. So it is the second largest river in Africa. So this river is second largest river in African continent. Okay. This river is also known as the Highway of Central Africa. Now you can see what are the names of this particular river. It is also known as Congo River. It is also known as Zaire River. And one more name is given to it, that is the Highway of Central Africa. Okay, so these are the names of the Zaire River. The sources of the Congo River are in the highlands and mountains of the East African Rift, as well as Lake Tanganyika and Lake Miviru. This In this line, it is giving the information that from where this Zaire River is coming out. Likewise, in our country India, the Ganga River, it emerges from the Gangotri, from the Himalayas. Okay, so similarly, the sources of this Congo River, they are in the highlands and mountains of the East African Rift. तो ये ईस्टर्न साइड में जो ईस्ट अफ्रीकन रिफ्ट है, दिस इज द ईस्टर्न साइड, तो ईस्टर्न अफ्रीकन रिफ्ट है जो ईस्टर्न पार्ट है अफ्रीका का, यहाँ पे जो माउंटेन्स हैं, जो हाईलैंड्स हैं, ऊंचे ऊंचे पठार है या जो माउंटेन्स है, वहां से कहीं से दिस जायरे रिवर इट मस्ट बी इमर्जिंग, एज वेल एज द लेक तनगैनयिका एंड लेक मेवरू. इन लेक से भी कोई ना कोई कनेक्शन है इस जायरे रिवर का. ओके, द 4 मेजर लेक्स ऑफ द कंट्री आर एल्बर्ट, किवू, एडवर्ड एंड टैंगैनयिका. So these are the name of 4 major lakes. Lakes means होती है झीलें. Okay, so these are the name of the 4 major lakes which are found in this African continent. These names and these spellings are very typical, so you should read this chapter, this paragraph 1, 2 or more than 3 times. Then only these spellings and these words will be learned to you properly. Okay. Now, the Zaire River enters the Atlantic Ocean near Matadi, which is the important port of the country. Now, when we will solve the question answers, then also these terms are going to come. Okay, questions are based on these topics will come. So that's why I have underlined it, that the Zaire River, it enters the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, Atlantic Ocean is there. You can see this is the Atlantic Ocean, South Atlantic Ocean. This is the North Atlantic Ocean. Okay, here is our country India, and here is the Indian Ocean. So this Zaire River, it is getting, we all know that all the rivers ultimately they get mixed with, they join ultimately some sea or ocean. So this Zaire River, it is getting mixed with the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, it falls into the Atlantic Ocean near Matadi. And Matadi, which is the important port of the country. Obviously, where there is the coastal region, there are important seaports from where the ships come or ships goes to other countries to import or export goods and materials. So Matadi is an important port of this country. Kinshasa is the capital of the DRC. Now every country has got its capital, like Delhi is the capital of India. Now the Kinshasa is the capital of DRC. Which is the capital? So Kinshasa. Which is the second largest river of this country? So Zaire or the Congo River, or it is also known as the Highway of Central Africa. Which is an important port of this country? So Matadi. Matadi is an important port of this country. Now, this is particularly the Democratic Republic of Congo. Earlier it was known as Zaire. So we are particularly studying about this country which is situated in this African continent. Okay, and rest all the countries name are given here, Sudan, and which we have studied right now, Zambia, Angola, Tanzania. So you can locate these countries in the African continent map. Now the next topic is about the climate, that what kind of climate is found in this country. So we have already studied it is nearby the equatorial line, so it must be having hot and humid climate or hot and wet climate. Okay, there is enough sunshine and rainfall in this region. Along with this hot and humid climate, there is enough sunshine, means sun is very brightly shining over this region, and rainfall is also very good in this region. The air is humid. I have already told you there is lots of moisture present, sorry, not moisturizer, lots of moisture is present in the air. So that kind of air is known as humid air. Okay, right now we are also experiencing very humid climate in our country in Delhi, because right now summer season is going on. Okay, the mornings are pleasant with bright sunshine. Mornings are very pleasant when there is bright sunshine. बहुत अच्छी जब धूप होती होगी, then mornings are felt pleasant. As a result of its equatorial location, the Congo experiences large amounts of precipitation and has the highest frequency of thunderstorms in the world. Now, these are some of the key facts about its climate, that as a result of its equatorial location, it is located nearby the equator, so it experiences large amounts of precipitation. Precipitation means large amount of rainfall. It experiences large amounts of rainfall and has the highest frequency of thunderstorms also, and lots of thunderstorms. Thunderstorms means the storms which is accompanied by the thundering of the clouds. जब बादल गरजते हैं, जब बिजली कड़कती है, that is known as thunderstorms. Okay, so it is near the equatorial line, and due to situated on the equatorial line, lots of sunshine is there. बहुत ज़्यादा heat होगी तो बहुत ज़्यादा पानी evaporate होगा, and it will accomplish the water cycle. So obviously lots of rainfall will also come. Okay, so highest frequency of thunderstorms also it experiences, and large amount of rainfall also. Precipitation means rainfall in the world even. The annual rainfall can total upwards of 80 inches or 200 centimeter. When the rainfall is there, it is measured in the form of centimeter or inches. So about 200 centimeter or 80 inches of rainfall can be there. Okay, in some places, and the area sustains the second largest rainforest in the world after that of the Amazon. Yes, Amazon is the world's first largest rainforest, and after Amazon, which is the second largest rainforest in the world, it is this Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, because in the initial also we have studied the land of dense forest. It is known as the land of dense forest itself. Okay, so after Amazon, the second largest rainforest in the world is this DRC or the Congo. This area is surrounded by plateaus merging into savanna in the south and southwest. Now this area, this Congo, it is surrounded by plateaus. Plateaus we have studied, you already have studied in class 4 that plateaus are small mountains types, but their tips are not pointed, their tips are flattened. Okay, and they are not very high. Okay, so those are known as plateaus. So this area is surrounded by plateaus which is merging into savanna in the south and southwest. Now what is savanna? Savanna is a grassy plain in tropical and subtropical regions with few trees. Savanna हम उस particular region, उस particular grassy land को बोलते हैं जहाँ ज़्यादातर घास होती है, which is situated, which are found in the tropical and subtropical regions with few trees. वहाँ पे पेड़ बहुत कम होते हैं. Particularly savanna इस particular land को बोला जाता है जहाँ पे ज़्यादातर grassy area होते हैं. Okay. Now, what are the tropical regions? The portion of the world found between the tropics of Cancer and Capricorn is known as the tropical region. Now, वर्ल्ड के वो पोर्शन जो ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर एंड ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैप्रिकॉर्न इनके बीच में पाए जाते हैं, they are known as the tropical region, and the term subtropical describes the climatic region found adjacent to the tropics between 20 and 40 degrees of latitude in both hemispheres. You must have studied this thing in your latitude and longitude chapter. What we are studying, that this is the tropic of Cancer, this is the imaginary line tropic of Cancer, and this is the tropic of Capricorn, and this is the equatorial line. So the regions, the places, the countries which are situated between these zone, between these places, they are known as tropical regions. And whatever climatic conditions are found in these adjacent countries, in these countries situated over here, they are referred to as subtropical. Okay, the subtropical describes their climatic conditions, and tropics describes those countries which are situated between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. Okay. Now this area, this Democratic Republic of Congo, it is surrounded by the plateaus merging into savanna in the south and southwest. Now what is southwest? Suppose this is the south region, na? So this region, this middle portion between the south and west, it is known as southwest. Similarly, the region between south and east, it is known as southeast. Okay. Similarly, between north and east, it is known as northeast. As we are having in our country, India also, there are 7 states now which are known as northeastern states like Assam, Nagaland, Manipur, etc. And this region between north and west, it is known as northwest. Okay, so this information is also important for you. Now this area is surrounded by plateaus merging into savanna in the south and southwest. मतलब एरिया तो सराउंडेड बाई है प्लेट्यूज से, पठारों से. हिंदी में प्लेट्यूज को वी कॉल पठार. और जो मर्ज हो जा रही है, मर्ज मीन्स मिक्स हो जा रही है सवाना ग्रासी लैंड में. साउथ की तरफ जो ग्रास लैंड है या साउथ वेस्ट की तरफ जो ग्रासी लैंड है, उनके साथ वो मर्ज हो जा रहे हैं, मिक्स हो जा रहे हैं. बाई माउंटेनियस टेरेसेस इन द वेस्ट. अब साउथ और साउथ वेस्ट में तो ग्रासी लैंड्स हो गया, सवानाज हो गए. बाई माउंटेनियस टेरेसेस इन द वेस्ट, और जो प्रॉपर वेस्ट है वहाँ पे माउंटेनियस टेरेसेस हैं, मतलब पहाड़ी भूमि है. टेरेसेस मीन्स जमीन या पीस ऑफ लैंड, तो माउंटेनियस प्लेसेस टेरेसेस हैं, माउंटेनियस पीस ऑफ लैंड है इन द वेस्ट. एंड डेंस ग्रासलैंड्स एक्सटेंडिंग बियॉन्ड द कॉन्गो रिवर इन द नॉर्थ. और जो ये कॉन्गो रिवर है उसके बियॉन्ड, उसके परे भी जो नॉर्थ साइड में उनके डेंस ग्रासलैंड्स हैं, जो कि कॉन्गो रिवर से भी परे जाकर हैं नॉर्थ साइड में. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द जियोग्राफिकल सिचुएशंस कि व्हाट इज देयर, हाउ, what kind of mountains, what kind of things are surrounding this particular piece of country, this Democratic Republic of Congo. Okay, so all these descriptions are for that only, ki where it is the dense grasslands, where it is surrounded by the savanna, where it is surrounded by the plateaus. So these things are also important, which you have to study. Now we have already studied it. By mountainous terraces in the west and dense grasslands extending beyond. Extending beyond means फैलना. extending beyond किसी एक लिमिट से beyond जाके, उसके भी आगे जाकर. extending beyond the Congo river in the north, मतलब कॉन्गो रिवर से भी पार होकर नॉर्थ साइड में ये dense grasslands हैं. High mountains are found in the extreme eastern region. अब if we are talking about the high mountains, now these high mountains, they are found in the extreme eastern region. जब हम extreme eastern region में चले जाएं, then there we can found the high mountainous areas in this DRC. Okay, so this was, and all these things affect the climate of this DRC. So this was it for today's class. This much only. We have started our 4th chapter, that is the land of dense forest or the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. Then what is its location, and what are the important river, what is the important lakes, and some of the one of the important port of the country, that is Matadi, and what is the capital of this country, Kinshasa, what kind of climate is there, and which things are surrounding this particular region, this particular country. All this we have studied in this lecture video. Rest of the things about vegetation and wildlife, agriculture, whatever is there, we will study in the next part of this chapter video. Okay, till then your task is to start reading the chapters now. This is the new chapter for our next term exam. I have started with chapter 4, so you also do reading of this chapter, page number 27 and 28 at least 3 times. Okay, so thank you for the class.